Have you ever stared in the mirror after a brutal hour at the gym and thought, well, why is my belly still clinging on? Maybe you've swapped every snack for celery sticks, and yet your midsection hasn't budged an inch. Or perhaps you followed every eat anything fasting plan, only to end up hangry and right back at square one. What if I told you the miracle fix you've been chasing isn't in your protein powder or treadmill, but in little-known biohacks and science-backed protocols that almost no one talks about? On this channel, we tear apart fitness fads and reconstruct real solutions with evidence, experiments, and the occasional mad scientist twist. If you want raw, unfiltered truth on fat loss, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. Let's shatter every myth standing between you and a flat stomach. 1. Belly Fat 101. Visceral versus subcutaneous. Know your enemy. Subcutaneous fat sits under the skin, pinchable, but mostly harmless. Visceral fat burrows deeper, hugging your organs and secreting inflammatory cytokines. Why it matters. Even a small visceral fat reduction can lower your disease risk more than massive subcutaneous loss. Out-of-box hack. Try 10 minutes of daily cold exposure. Cold shower or ice pack around the abdomen. Studies show this can awaken metabolically active brown adipose tissue, which burns visceral fat as heat. 2. Spot reduction debunked. Go full body or go home. Myth. 500 crunches equal 500 less calories around your waist. Reality. Fat loss is systemic. Your body decides where it comes off first. What works? Heavy compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, overhead press, and full body circuits that trigger EPOC. Excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Out-of-box hack. Incorporate blood flow restriction, BFR training with light weights and cuffs. Shown to spike growth hormone 290% post-workout too, amplifying fat mobilization. 3. Hormones. Puppet masters of fat storage. Cortisol. Chronic stress locks fat into the belly. Insulin. Frequent spikes from high GI carbs sabotage fat loss. Estrogen dominance. Can shift excess weight to your midsection in both genders. Out-of-box hack. Use a 10-minute red light therapy session first thing in the morning to stabilize cortisol rhythms and enhance insulin sensitivity. 3. 4. Diet dynamics. The quality and timing play. You can't out-train a junk food diet. Ditch ultra-processed snacks, sodas, and trans fats. Focus on proteins, chicken, fish, Greek yogurt, complex carbs, quinoa, oats, sweet potato, healthy fats, olive oil, nuts, avocado. Fiber, leafy greens, chia seeds, lentils, out-of-box hack. Cycle between 3 days of ketogenic eating and 1 targeted carb refeed day to reset leptin and maintain metabolic rate. If NEAT, the unsung hero of calorie burn NEAT equals calories burned through fidgeting, walking, chores, posture shifts, can account for 200, 800 extra calories daily, often more than a 1-hour workout. Tips: park at the far end of lots. Take walking phone calls. Use a standing desk. Out-of-box hack. Wear a vibrating posture sensor that buzzes when you slouch, prompting micro movements that add up to more NEAT. 6. Sleep and circadian mastery. Recover to remodel sleep. Deprivation raises ghrelin, hunger, lowers leptin, satiety, and spikes cortisol. Aim: 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep with consistent bed-wake times. Out-of-box hack. Practice circadian fasting. Eating only between sunrise and sunset. This aligns food intake with natural cortisol and melatonin cycles, improving hormone balance. 7. Thermal therapies. Use temperature to torch fat. Cold therapy activates brown fat, burning 80 to 120 extra calories day. Sauna triggers heat shock proteins that support recovery and fat oxidation. Out-of-box hack. Contrast therapy. Alternate 3 minutes in a hot sauna with 1-minute ice plunge. This supercharges mitochondrial biogenesis, increasing your basal metabolic rate. 8. Gut microbiome, your inner fat loss ally. A diverse gut flora often equals leanness. Certain microbes guard against visceral fat. Foods to include: fermented vegetables, kefir, kimchi. Out-of-box hack. Eat resistant starch, cooked then cooled potatoes, green bananas. To feed Akkermansia muciniphila. Linked in studies to lower visceral fat. 6. 9. Smart supplementation beyond gimmicks. EGCG, green tea extract, and capsaicin chili modestly boost metabolism. MCT oil. Rapidly converted to ketones, curbing appetite and promoting fat oxidation. Out-of-box hack. Supplement with nicotinamide riboside, an NAD plus precursor, to rev up mitochondrial function and cellular energy production. See. 10. Mindset and environment. Psychology of fat loss. Willpower is limited. Engineer your surroundings instead. Swap, scale obsession, habit journaling, track protein percent, sleep hours. All or nothing thinking, 90% compliance focus, out-of-box hack, leverage the fresh start effect, launch new habits on temporal landmarks, e.g. the first of the month, birthdays, to piggyback on psychological resets. 11. Biofeedback wearables, data-driven tweaks. CGMs reveal which foods spike your glucose the most. HRV monitors show stress versus recovery balance. Out-of-box hack, pair CGM insights with personalized meal timing, eating carbs only when your glucose response is lowest to minimize insulin-driven fat storage. 12. Strategic training, fasted cardio and micro-HIIT. Fasted cardio, morning before eating, taps into depleted glycogen and burns more fat on low-intensity days. HIIT bursts, 20-30 seconds all out, elevate post-exercise oxygen consumption and growth hormone. Out-of-box hack, sprinkle micro-HIIT sessions throughout your day, 5 30-second sprints, to spike metabolism without exhausting yourself. 13. Stress management, tech-enhanced relaxation, chronic stress equals sign stored belly fat via cortisol. Beyond meditation, HRV breathing apps to tone your vagus nerve, flotation therapy, sensory deprivation. Cuts cortisol by up to 30% per session. Out-of-box hack. Use binaural beat audio during sleep to deepen rest cycles and optimize hormone release. 14. Eating hacks. Mindful mechanics. Chew each bite 20-30 times to trigger gut hormone signals sooner. Use smaller plates to subconsciously portion control. Out-of-box hack. Eat with chopsticks, even for non-Asian dishes. Studies show it slows eating speed and reduces intake by 10%. 15. Hydration strategies, timing and electrolytes. Mild dehydration can lower your metabolic rate and increase cravings. Strategy. Drink 500 milliliters water 30 minutes before meals to aid satiety. Sip consistently throughout the day. Aim for 2.53 L men or 2.5 L women. Out-of-box hack. Add a pinch of Himalayan pink salt and a squeeze of lemon to each liter. Electrolytes boost nutrient transport, and lemon compounds may support liver detox. 16. Periodization and progressive overload for fat loss periodization. Cycle training intensity and volume every 4-6 weeks to prevent plateaus. Progressive overload. Gradually increase weight, reps, or sets to sustain muscle stimulus, crucial for preserving lean mass during fat loss. Out-of-box hack. Use cluster sets, short rest between singles, to maintain lifting intensity under a calorie deficit, maximizing muscle retention and metabolic burn. Congratulations, you've just absorbed 16 deep dive out-of-the-box strategies to crush belly fat, from thermal therapies and circadian fasting to microbiome modulation, biofeedback wearables, and habit engineering. This isn't another 30-day gimmick. It's a holistic blueprint for sustainable fat loss and lifelong health. Your action plan? Choose 5 hacks that resonate most. Don't overwhelm yourself. Implement them consistently for 4-6 weeks, tracking metrics like waist circumference, sleep quality, and mood. Adjust based on feedback. Use your biofeedback devices and journals to refine what works best for your body. Ready to start? Comment below with the one hack you'll try first and why. Let's build a community of accountability and motivation right here. If you found this video valuable, like this video to let us know, subscribe and hit the bell. New deep dive biohacking and fat loss content drops every week. Share this with a friend who's stuck on that last layer of belly fat. Remember, knowledge without action is wasted potential. Now grab your water bottle, set up your cold shower, and let's get to work. Your leanest, healthiest self is waiting. See you in the next video. Stay curious, stay bold, and stay unstoppable. Peace.